Sheldan Nidle, November 24, 2015. Website, paoweb.com. 3 Lamat, 1 Yaksin, 12 Manik. Dratso.
The world continues to move in a positive direction. All settlement funds and reserves are moving, and most have reached their points of distribution. All such movements are done under the highest security. In the past, the main worry was the great masses of sympathetic minions to the Dark's delay retribution. These worries are no longer the prime motive for this massive security. The new wrinkle has been the general faux pas created by sudden glitches in the overall telecommunication process. Most of these things have been corrected. Nevertheless, a large degree of money wires, critical websites and movement of key preliminary documents was disrupted. A lesser degree of this problem still exists. However, this difficulty is no longer the primary concern that it once was. To counter this, a number of key arrests were carried out. This operation is still ongoing. Our services were largely employed to gather intelligence on what other desperate moves were next for these dark oligarchs. This combined operation has prevented any large-scale terrorism from hijacking the distribution procedure. We are now in the final step of delivering funds and establishing a new worldwide financial system. This process has yielded new centers for the disbursement of your blessings and a means to prevent large or small-scale fraud. In addition, a currency wire system is ready to be introduced to counter the discrepancies of the old SWIFT process. Introductory instructions have been sent to a number of important nations and financial institutions. A set of special replies was needed to move forward, and these vital elements have been received. Caution has long been a foundational element for the ancient families and select royals. They have long lived in dictatorial realms run by the dark oligarchs. Thus, there was the slow-moving process by which all was dutifully carried out. We are presently in a receiving mode, which is expected to permit some of you to receive the first testing of this new, recently implemented delivery system. So, expect the first funds shortly. As you prepare for finally receiving your blessings, those who have defeated the cabal are in the last set of negotiations regarding the Dark's surrender. This momentous event requires you to realize what this profoundly means. In Atlantis, you began a grand journey that is presently to end in your final victory over the Dark. The Anunnaki, who were their original overseers, set up a society to enslave you in a number of different ways. This 13 millennia system is to be replaced with a system to give you the freedom, truth and prosperity that you richly deserve. Take time to assess the implications of what is now happening. Not only are you to regain the truth, but as well the society that is the precursor to our arrival. This grand series of transitions is the final link needed to restore this orb and permit you to make the adjustments, which can return you to full consciousness. This process reunites you with your spiritual and space families. It as well makes you the denizens of a truly special solar system. This operation means that you need to alter your fundamental perceptions that you now live by. We have used this time to change the very makeup of this reality. While this operation has somewhat delayed our desired goals, it has as well made sure that your blessings are to be received and securely protected from loss. The immediate time is to see events that to most are to seem like a miracle. The royals and ancient families have created a bounty that can be used by you to end poverty, ghettos, and most of all, to supply this realm with clean water, electricity and clean air. These new sets of global societies are only the beginning of new opportunities for all. Use this coming time to manifest your dreams. Technologies that can alter local and global travel are just the start of a new reality for humanity. In addition, you are to meet those who represent your distant ancestors. Be joyous and ready for a most marvelous future. Namaste, we are your ascended masters. Your world is rapidly changing as the new energies for an ever-growing consciousness flood this reality. Heaven is blessing us as this divine energy is meant to assist your heavenly guides in bringing in the foundation for a new physical body. These energies are to aid your crystal light chamber in preparing you for full consciousness. The divine is to shortly intensify these energies as we near the time when the next set of such energies is to arrive. The new year is therefore to be a time of greater change as these energies are to be the instruments for new perceptions and new wealth. Heaven intends for this precious blue-green orb to mark a time when this realm truly began to alter its ancient dark ways. Our tasks include a basic monitoring of each of you. Realize deep in your heart that new ways are starting to revise ancient scenarios and reset how this realm is to operate. We are assisting the various medical teams from the Galactic Federation. We take their findings and update them with our own. Together, these packets are setting the time for your own entry into Agartha. Our greatest joy is to prepare you for the grand transformation that is to take place in the crystal chambers. We all went through a special ceremony, which only took place because of the exemplary lives we led in succeeding lifetimes. At the right divine time, Heaven arranged for a special transformative ceremony. Due to the great disconnect which you have had in each lifetime here, you require a special sacred living device to achieve your return to physical angelhood. We are using the qualities of grace and mercy to guide you to this truly miraculous operation. The dark can only sense the preliminary events to your ascension that are taking place ever since the fall of Atlantis. The then dark Anunnaki were your merciless overlords. These nearly 13th millennia of dire miscare have left most of you surrounded by an inner stress compounded by a general confusion about who you really are. What now needs to happen is to correct this by announcing inwardly that you are great beings, and that this lack of belief in yourselves is being transmuted into a positive and strongly focused perception of your true soul-based selves. We masters have been inculcating this mantra, and you use this mantra to alter how you see yourselves. You are moving into a place where the great inner powers you possess can be returned by simply strongly focusing on this strong mantra of true self. It is time to transform the perceptions given you by the dark ones. Be strong and ready to envision who you really are. Today, we carried on with our weekly report. Use your new inner strength to focus on and manifest this new reality. The dark has willy-nilly ridden roughshod through this reality. It is the moment for you to focus with others and achieve this most wonderful new reality filled with your strengths, freedom and prosperity. Know, dear ones, that the countless supply and never-ending prosperity of heaven are indeed yours. So be it. Salamat Gajan, Salamatja. Syrian 4b1, and be in joy.